In today's Star Wars Outlaws video, we're going to be going over some brand new news that the official Star Wars Outlaws account just put out. It is regarding the DLC and its exact release date, and I'm going to actually go over the exact details of said DLC. So ever since Star Wars Outlaws was announced, we knew that there would be a DLC pack called Wildcard, and all they said on this was that it was coming fall 2024. The description of the DLC says that Kay is hired to infiltrate a high-stakes tournament, but as she crossed paths with the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian, she soon learns that another game is being played. Now, when the Wildcard DLC releases, Season Pass owners will also get the Hunter's Legacy bundle and the Cartel Ronin bundle with additional outfits for Kay and Nix, plus cosmetics for Kay's speeder and her ship, the Trailblazer. Now, this is all old news, we've known this, but as of today, recording this video, the official Star Wars Outlaws account has stated that you've been roaming the Outer Rim for almost a month now, and we want to thank you again for your support. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us prioritize the improvements and changes we will make to this game. They go on to say that we are hard at work creating multiple title updates, which will bring optimization, gameplay polishing and tweaks, as well as quality of life changes, including adjustments to combat and stealth gameplay. So if you guys have watched any review on Star Wars Outlaws, it's pretty much just getting memed on over and over again. It's kind of hard to go on YouTube and find a review that isn't negative, and a lot of the negativity is coming from the combat and the stealth gameplay. A lot of people say that the combat feels clunky and that the stealth gameplay is a joke, so it seems as though the devs are listening because they actually went out of their way to highlight this in the message and say that they are going to be working on the combat and the stealth gameplay. So that is good news to hear. Now, that's not all. They also go on to say that our very first story pack, Star Wars Outlaws Wildcard, will also launch on November 21st. So right there, we get an actual release date, November 21st. They go on to say that they will see Kay and Nix infiltrate the high-stakes Sabacc tournament, where they will face off against the legendary Lando Calrissian. In addition, new contracts will be added, free for all players. Now, I have some thoughts on this last statement here. Anytime they've been talking about the Wildcard DLC packs, they keep mentioning Sabacc tournaments and Sabacc gameplay, which kind of makes me curious. Now, obviously, this DLC revolves around Sabacc a lot, but I am really hoping that the main missions literally just isn't us going around to different Sabacc tables and having to beat different Sabacc high rollers. Don't get me wrong, I like Sabacc just as much as the next Outlaw, but a whole DLC revolving around just Sabacc and beating high rollers, we kind of already had that in the base game, so I'm really hoping that you're only forced to do like 1 or 2 Sabacc games, and the rest of it, there's like actually like main missions where you have to like go and do objectives, get into blaster battles, maybe go up into space, do some space combat. I'm gonna be really disappointed if this DLC is just going around playing Sabacc. Let me know what you guys think this DLC is gonna be down in the comments. Is it gonna be too focused on Sabacc, or do you think they're gonna find a good middle ground? And then talking about the new contracts that will be added, free for all players. Now, this is a very nice surprise.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
At launch in the base game, there are only a few different kinds of contracts. There's like infiltrator contracts, smuggler contracts, and a few others. And you basically just have to rinse and repeat. They're very repetitive and they're not all that engaging. So hopefully these contracts that they're putting into the game are much more engaging. They have much more depth, and they can find a way to innovate these contracts that just make the game a lot more fun. Now, moving on to the other half of this statement, we got some good news for you PC players. They say for our PC players, we are also thrilled to announce that the game will be available on Steam starting November 21st. Now, currently, I do believe that it's only available like on Ubisoft Connect or whatever their PC platform Ubisoft has now. So I think releasing it on Steam is a very good idea. It'll get this game into the hands of more players. And I have heard online other YouTubers talking about that Star Wars Outlaws obviously isn't performing as good as they expected. So them releasing this on Steam as early as November 21st is probably just their way to up sales a little bit more, which they definitely need. And then closing out this message, they say thank you for being a part of the journey and stay tuned for more updates. Sincerely, the Star Wars Outlaws team. So that is pretty much all the news Star Wars Outlaws has released today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'll keep you updated on everything Star Wars Outlaws. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.